Hello again. Um, this is the Fractured Heart of Stathmore, the 10th session. My apologies, it's been a while. I'm going to be grouping up the 10th and 11th session to doing them today. They're going to be in two separate videos as usual. Yeah, I'm also going to be doing the first session of the alternate Stathmore region, which is being DM'd by none other than Griffin himself, Joshua Wilson. So let's do session 10 first, since, well, it's the last one that doesn't have a video. Okay, so to recap, they had this whole problem with this whole Green Lives Matter group. It's a goblins that because goblins are kind of that. It's sort of a joke between my players. The goblins are the only thing I really use, so I figured I'd throw them out there and say well we matter too, even though we're low level little things that you guys can stomp on. We matter too. And they were it was really fun. And then Wendell kind of got who's the ranger, got really he got really upset, let's just say. Went up to him and said get out of town and all this other stuff. So they actually end up knocking Wendell out, taking him back to the inn. So Alvaro, and this is with this session now, Alvaro actually hears a voice from an alley, and it's a character named Vitalis. Think Ant-Man from Marvel, except a little bit different. He looks a little bit different. And he tells of this character named Wolfscream that's been stealing food. So he's trying to say that Wolfscream is the culprit for the group the group's trying to find. Sorry, it just woke up. So so he kind of points the finger, and so they're like oh, okay, or Vera's just like oh, okay. So Wendell wakes up around 7 o'clock at night, and Yannick and Serafina actually bring the party dinner. And not really much happened between Alvaro talking to Vitalis and Wendell waking up. It was more or less like them waiting in the room. Linton stayed in the room with him. Actually, Lamont Linton wasn't there for this session. He had some things to attend to, so the NPC Linton, was in the room. So Yannick knows why Wendell's doing the whole I hate goblins shtick. So Yannick just says if you have any problems, come to me, please. And he encourages the rest of the party. If you have anything you need to talk about, talk to me. Because Yannick's been sort of that caretaker role as well as a contact. And Serafina, of course, goes up to Wendell and says, I've let go. It's time for you to as well. Whether he takes that advice, we'll see. And Yannick, after getting all that out of the way, mentions that the Avarian minister, who they've been waiting on for the unboxing of his weather experiment, is coming to town in about a day or two. So they were late. That's sort of the thing about the prime ministers of their race, or just their race in general sometimes. But they'd be coming in a day or two. So flash forward to the next day. So they're determined to find this this character that has been stealing food, whether it's a kid, goblin, one way or another. That's the only two leads that they have, is that they could be a kid or a goblin. So they, Griffin's setting up this, wonderful performance in the town square for the guards, and the rest of the party is hiding in the barracks. So they all hide in boxes and barrels and crates. Yeah, and sorry, they're all watching these places, and in the food storage, because there's spare boxes and stuff, and It's a rather large food store, so they're like, yeah, might as well put some extra stuff in there. So they wait and they wait and they wait. About an hour into the performance, they hear a loud bang from a corner. Well, not really that too loud, but it was a bang from the corner of the room, and what sounded like boxes being broken. So they stealth up to it, move some boxes aside, and this figure just bolts, takes off out the door. So then a chase scene happens. Well, it was supposed to be a chase scene, because what actually happened was Alvaro ended up getting in front of him, grabbing him, and kind of followed the whole cool chase scene down, right down the drain. But so that was fun. But instead, what happened was Vitalis, the character that sorry, the one that told that Wolfscream was stealing the food, jumps down from above, tries to hit Alvaro. It's supposed to be a really cool scene. Rolls a 1. Alvaro pretty much brings up his hand, slaps a stick out of his hand pretty much, and it just goes flying. So I was like, great. The character that I really wanted to look cool just looked like an ass. And so, he actually ends up eventually pulling out another one and hitting and stunning Alvaro for about 20 seconds because it has electricity in the stick. So, yeah, that's a fun weapon. So eventually, Griffin's like the only one that's up. They're not knocked out, they're just stunned. So this Vitalis character picks up the cloaked figure underneath his arm and bolts, throws down a smoke screen. They don't know where he went. They eventually go throughout the smoke screen. They see that he grapple hooks up to a nearby building. So, they climb up. Who is it that? Griffin and Wendell actually, jump up from a cart, because rule of cool. And it was Alvaro. Couldn't quite get up there, just said, okay, I'm just going to run the street. So, they have this cool roof chase, and, they actually see him hook shot into a really messed up, charred building. So, they of course, there's no way down, so I'm like, okay, well, you guys know where he is, and then they just said, we'd like to jump from the roof, like, okay, so they do, and for an acrobatics, Griffin rolls a 20, and pretty much gracefully does, like, grabs, I forgot what I said they grabbed something on the way down, because there's signposts and stuff. That's probably what it was. They grabbed a signpost on the way down, and then Griffin did a tuck and roll in one of these because he's for the show. And yeah, so it opens up to them potentially going into this charred building. I say potentially because that's in the next video. So yeah, hopefully you guys stuck around through my babbling. Sorry, that was, like I said, that was like 2 weeks ago because we were doing the bi-weekly. Is that the right word for it? Bi-weekly video thing because one person can't make it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do number 11. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one.